Hey guys, I'm Randy Unger, and this is another edition of Unger the Radar. And I just want to wish everyone, hope everyone had a very happy holiday season. It was great. And also, today we're going to have a very special episode, as usual, if not more special. We're going to be interviewing rapper, actors, and YouTubers today. To my left, I've got Andrew Mulatillo, Kumasi Hopkins, Xavier Ruiz, and Kevin Jimenez. Hey guys, what's going on? How are you? Yeah, I'm good. Thanks for taking the time today. Yeah. How was your holidays? Yeah. Good. Could have been better.
It's frigid, but it's fun.
Yeah. So let's just go down the line. Tell us a little bit about your work. I know you rap, you act, you're on YouTube. What's going on? Andrew, you first.
Right. Well, I started working on music, on rap and whatnot around the age 13 in middle school. So I didn't take it too serious until maybe summer of this year, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
What happened? What made it? You make that jump to serious? Yeah.
Because I felt like I was good at it, and I would ask for people's opinion. They say, yeah, that sounds good. And I'm like, I want to do that. I used to see music videos. I'm like, I want to do that one day. I want to have my music out there, and I want people to enjoy it. So I started doing it, and I try to get connections and whatnot.
Cool.
Find a way to put it out there.
Nice. How about you, Kumasi?
Well, for me, I started out singing because my whole family sings, and I learned how to play instruments. But what I mainly do right now is acting.
Okay.
And I started that in middle school when I saw the final few Harry Potter films. Is when I kind of realized, yeah, this is what I need to do.
All right.
Didn't start taking it seriously as well until summer of this year.
Okay.
Just like him.
Nice.
And yeah, so now it's just about keeping up the grind.
Okay. How about you, Xavier?
First, I started off with acting because
Speaking to the mic.
Oh.
Yeah.
First, I started.
Not that close.
First I started off with acting because I was always interested in how you could play different characters, how you're able to play somebody else, be capable of playing somebody else, but still being yourself. It's
okay.
I found that I've always found interest in that, and I did my few auditions, but never kind of got the part.
All right.
So it inspired me to make my own YouTube channel,
nice,
which is Mexico, Mexico, MEXIKU.
Nice.
And you click on a bald person. That's me.
All right.
Clearly.
I got into rapping when I was 11 years old because I used to listen to a lot of Selena Quintilla and Cumbia Kings. That was months ago. That's my childhood music. I would always listen to that. So I was I want to make my own music too, but I can't really sing or have talent. So that's when I got into Eminem, and I was I enjoyed the lyricism, the wordplay. So I want to do my own stuff too. And then when I started rapping in middle school, everyone was I should pursue it.
Nice.
Which I did.
Speaking of Eminem, I just rewatched 8 Mile. It's on Netflix. Yeah. It's really good.
That was really, the movie was really good. It inspired me to do more. I be more out there.
Cool.
Of the movie.
Nice. Kevin, so you're a videographer, right?
Yes, I'm more of a cinematographer. I'm more into that.
Okay.
I do write a little stories here and there, but recently I've lost the data for one of my stories, so I need to start fresh again.
Okay. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. But I'm getting back, developing a better story, better storyline, better plot, better characters and everything.
Anything you can talk about? What's the story about?
Oh, it's mainly fiction, and it revolves around a character that I basically sort of made up, but at the same time was inspired by a name that I found in a game playing Bakugan.
Bakugan.
Like,
Baku?
yeah, you know the PS3 game Bakugan Battle Brawlers? Yeah. I was playing that. I was like,
Not familiar.
I used to collect.
I found it. I found it so interesting how the Bakugan's name was Leonidas, so I incorporated that name into my character, and the story revolves around him.
Just don't get in trouble with any copyright.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Right.
yeah, definitely.
Wait, wasn't Leonidas like a Spartan? Spartan, so
Oh,
you're good.
yeah. You'll be fine.
You're in the public domain.
So guys, you're all rappers, actors. I'm curious. Gonna go down the line. What makes a good performer in your mind?
Okay,
Yeah.
That's a really good question. Honestly, you can have a lot of talent, but I feel like you need to really feel whatever you're performing. If you're an actor, you gotta really feel it. If you're a singer, you gotta feel the song. It's all about feeling. Because if you're not gonna have too much if you don't put your heart and soul into something, it's gonna come out dry.
Mm-hmm.
But if you put your heart and soul into something, it's gonna be part of you. So you're gonna do it really good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Kamasi, what makes a good performer?
All
I know you have a
right.
good answer because you're not just a rap. You're an actor too, so you have that emotional connection.
Yes. Thank you. It's funny because I talk about this all the time with people. I get into arguments with people over this because. So for me, what makes a good performer is someone who, like he said, is really in touch with the material, but is also okay with being vulnerable and allowing themselves to show sides that almost make you feel naked on stage because you're really putting your soul out there for the audience to feel and become a part of. You're kind of marrying the audience in a sense, to really just make it an intimate feel. And so I'll say that's one thing that I feel Beyonce, although I'm not a fan, I will say that Beyonce does very well. She gets the audience engaged.
Yeah.
So her performance value is sky high.
Nice. Okay. Xavier.
Yeah, I agree with what he said. You gotta, no matter what you're doing, if it's in the entertainment industry, you gotta always get the audience invested. If you don't got them invested, then what's the point?
Yeah.
Continue. So you gotta if you're not invested, what's gonna get them invested?
Right.
You gotta put your heart and soul into it.
That's good. Kevin, what makes a good performer in your mind?
All right. To me, I feel I don't know much about performances because I've never been much of an actor myself.
You're on the other side of the camera, right? So
Yeah.
what do you see? What do you hope to get?
What I hope to get the actors' adaptation of what they're trying to incorporate in whatever is being filmed, and a good performer should be able to adapt to any situation, no matter what is asked of them.
Mm-hmm.
Say, for example, following a script, whatever it demands, they should be able to fulfill the part in their own unique way as well.
Nice.
Or if there's a mistake, they should be able to react to that without breaking the character.
Yes, true. Or you could improv.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. No rules. So, Kumasi, tell me a little about the short films Shadow, Love Dante, and Ex Disposer.
Well, Shadow is actually a short film that is about my character, Alan. I'm tutoring this girl, and me and her kind of have a thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
We were involved in a sense. And I invite her to this party where the guy who is my best friend sexually abuses her. And my character doesn't know this. But, just because I think that they slept together, I walk away from her, in a sense, and then also literally. So that's what that's about. It's essentially just saying you never know what's really going on with someone. Never just walk away from them. See what's going on with them, because maybe my character could have helped in a way.
Now, did the other character know about your interest in the girl?
Yes, yeah, he was there when I invited her to the party.
Okay.
He's a terrible best friend, but
Yeah, I'll say.
but
Damn.
life
Alright.
is life.
That's true.
These things do happen. Love Dante is a film in which I'm actually playing the bad guy, and my character is homophobic, and he is bullying a homosexual in the juvenile detention center. So obviously that's essentially about acceptance of other people from different walks of life, and the truth is, the director and I spoke about my character, and we were like, well, maybe it would make it even deeper if Russo, who is my character, is projecting onto the other character and is hating that side of himself. So that's generally, it's about being able to face yourself as well.
Okay.
That's Love Dante. And then X Disposer is a film that I'm going to be filming in about a month or so, because they wanted to wait until after January. And that is about a rock band called Disposer. And my character CJ is best friends with a character named Andy, and basically Andy's going off the deep end. He's falling into the drugs and alcohol side of performance, which is very dangerous, and you all have to watch out for. And he essentially gets kicked out of the group. He tries to make a return, but not every story has a happy ending.
Okay. Wow, those are heavy. Are these all short films?
Yes, indie films as well.
Okay. Very cool. So guys, you're all involved. You're all YouTubers, right?
Yeah.
In a
For the
sense.
most part.
Yeah.
So what's it like? You're all young, obviously. What's it like being young in the world of YouTube, Andrew?
Alright, there's a lot of competition out there.
Yeah.
Like a lot. So like, if you really want to take your use that platform to get out there, connect that platform with your Facebook, with your Twitter, with every other social media, and you gotta incorporate what those other guys use, and also switch it up and make it your own. Because like, if not, they're gonna be watching the other guy's channel, but you doing it. So you try to consistency. Consistency is always a big thing, because like, unless like you're putting out like crazy stuff out there, and like it doesn't matter when you put something, but consistency is always key when you want to
Like post daily,
specific
specific times. Yeah. Cool. Xavier.
Being young and in YouTube is really difficult, because it's like as each day goes on, YouTube is like making it more complicated for beginners to like grow big.
Complicated? Like, what do you mean exactly?
Like, if I recall, in 2005, when YouTube was still a thing, you would get on top if people were commenting a lot on your videos. But like now, you can get on top if your name is like already like out there, Jake Paul. Like that got me kind of tight, because I'm not gonna say I have good content, but like it'd be nice to like have a few thousand people to watch there.
Right.
I'm still young.
A fair shot.
Like I've been doing the YouTube thing for like here and there, because I don't really have a schedule. It's just kind of when I'm in the mood.
Okay.
Like still like there's other YouTubers out there that kind of deserve more recognition. Jake Paul.
Dropping some names there.
Who is this guy?
Kevin, what do you think of YouTube? Like, are you involved with it?
I'm mainly involved in his YouTube channel, but
Okay.
I wanted to start sort of a mini series on my channel with like Ouija boards, because like I'm interested in the supernatural type
Like seances and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right.
That's dope.
I could see that. That'd be fun. Like, what would a typical episode be like? Just trying to conjure up a spirit.
It would be trying to conjure up a spirit. He doesn't conjure up a spirit at first, but then he decides to give it a second shot, and that's when things start taking a turn for the worse. And then as time goes on, people see him as if he's starting to go crazy.
Okay.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, I like it. You'd call it second chances, right?
Yeah, probably.
Kumasi, the world of YouTube, how has it been treating you so far?
The world of YouTube, it's very complicated. I always tell people, I'm like, because they'll come to me and they're like, hey, I saw you started a YouTube channel. And it's like, yeah, but YouTube is a job of its own. Acting is full-time. rapping and singing full time, YouTube full time.
Right.
You have to have a schedule with it, and you have to really plan out what you're going to release and when. Know what audience you're trying to target and things like that. So right now, I'm about to start a YouTube channel with this this group that I have of, it's me and my 3 friends. They're also singers, and it's called Astoria. But it's 4 STORIA because it's 4 of us.
Okay.
And we all have like 4 stories, of course. So we're really trying to plan things out before we just jump out there, so we make sure that we can really get the best out of what we were doing.
Now so yeah, you're on YouTube.
Yes.
You're rapping, you're acting.
Yes.
Like, what is your dream job? Like, what is your dream role, Andrew?
Alright. My goal as a performer, as an artist, is to be able to reach like a wide amount of people, like to be able to like give them like a piece of me, because like when I make music, it's a piece of me. It's like, it's not just for me, because if I'm gonna put it out for me, it's not gonna go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But I want people to enjoy and also have the experience that I do when making music, and like also to obviously enjoy life doing what I love, and also to be able to help others.
Okay.
Like if someone wants to rap, I want to help them out with it. If money ever comes out of it, I want to help. I want to help to change the world. Honestly.
Wow.
It might be cheesy, but
no, it's cool. It's not that cheesy. It's cool. It's very noble. It's good. What do you think, Kumasi? What's your dream role, dream job?
My dream role.
Yes.
And if any of my friends are watching this, they already know what I'm going to say.
Okay.
My dream role is actually to be the first person of color to play the Joker.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did not expect that.
Yeah. I actually
Don't tell them that.
I actually told my Uber driver that on the way here because she asked me.
Was it the penguin?
And just because that I have such an intimate relationship with that character, I've studied it so much and stuff that would have to be a whole different episode if you have us back. And
cool.
And then my dream, like my goal for this year, is to be on Jimmy Fallon.
Okay.
And all my friends know that too.
Well, I think you're in the right direction.
Thank you. Yeah. I was actually very excited to come do this. So thank you again.
My pleasure. It's cool. And about the Joker, he wears face paint, so they wouldn't even really know you if you were a person of color. I don't think.
That's true, but just to have it, just to have my name there would be enough. Just because one thing that I do hate about Hollywood is the typecasting. And the things that they'll do. Like, Brad Pitt should not be lead in a movie in China.
Okay.
But that's me.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of his either, to be honest.
Yeah.
He's hit or miss with me.
Yeah. Trying to break down walls.
But kind of a side note, since we're on the topic of the Joker, who's actually your favorite actor to play the Joker?
Heath Ledger.
Okay. I didn't even finish.
I already knew where this was going. Heath Ledger, without question.
But have you seen the Tim Burton Batman 1989?
I have.
Jack Nicholson?
Yes. The truth is that that's just the Joker I prefer.
Okay.
But you have to also remember that these Jokers belong in their specific universes. If I tried to put Heath Ledger into Suicide Squad, it wouldn't have looked good. If I tried to put Jared Leto into Tim Burton, it wouldn't look good.
That's true.
So I feel like they all did justice where they are.
No pun intended.
Right.
So guys, you're all together. You're sitting on the couch right now, and a stool. Some of you have worked together, right? And do you plan to work together again in the future?
Yeah, hopefully.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we definitely have to.
Like,
work together.
tell us a little bit of what you've done in the past, collaborations.
Well, me and Xavier, we actually went to high school together.
Okay.
Yeah, but you switched high schools, right?
Because I almost got shot about exactly 5 times.
Okay.
So
that's another episode, another show.
Yeah.
So
Tune in next week.
Yeah.
We haven't like hung out in a while, like maybe like 2 years or so.
Oh, really?
Maybe like 2.5. Yeah.
Okay.
So we still have each other on Facebook, so we would see what we were doing and whatnot. So I saw he rap, he saw that I rap, so we connected and we like, all right, let's do this. So we had an idea about doing music videos.
Okay.
Because like 2017, we like focus on like music, like the actual audio, but we want to make more visuals of 2018. So that's gonna come out.
More music videos.
We got like some stuff coming out soon. So yeah.
Cool. And is it all rap, or do you go into different genres?
You know, I like rap, but I also want to like not be confined into a box.
Yeah.
I want to also do this and like, whoa, this guy rap? Doesn't he do this? So like, I want to like switch it up. Like,
Nice.
Just throw people off.
Cool. Gonna look forward to that. I want to see that in the new year.
Sure.
Kumasi, what's it been like working with these gentlemen here?
We actually have yet to work together.
Just you and Andrew then?
Me and Andrew have known each other for about 2 years, but we've not met until today.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, we've known each other like over Facebook and Instagram,
Okay.
and have kept in touch that way. Me, him,
Okay.
and our friend Ray. But this is the first time that we're actually like meeting.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we do plan on working on music together because I produce music and I sing as well.
Nice.
So yeah.
And what's next in terms of the acting?
Well, I have a lot of auditions for this month.
Oh, great.
And then I have, X Disposer filming in February. And I'm just working, trying to get a good reel together and eventually get an agent.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
So, yeah, we got a few minutes left. And since this is a movie show,
Yes.
movie reviews, what are some of your favorite movies of all time?
Ooh.
Andrew, you're first.
Well, as a kid, I grew up in the Bronx in Morris Park, so like there's like a lot of Italians. My father's Italian, he's Sicilian. So how do I say this? I like mob movies.
Yeah?
Like Goodfellas,
Nice.
Casino, a Bronx Tale. I mean, Bronx Tale wasn't. I mean,
It's a great movie.
it was. It was.
That's definitely a mob movie.
But I think my dream, like I'm not too much into acting, but my dream is to be in a mob movie.
Yeah.
Because I like to talk in that accent, like you're from Brooklyn or
Yeah.
something like that.
And you're Italian, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
So, yeah, I just like the accent. I like the grainy look because like my father, he talked about the movie Departed.
Yep.
DiCaprio,
Great movie.
Wahlberg, and all those huge guys. Nicholson was in
Oh,
that.
my God.
I haven't seen it. But
I haven't seen it.
I have not seen
You're
it.
going to love it. If you like mob movies, The Departed
I
should
see
be...
kids telling me.
Yeah. And so you've seen Godfather. You've seen Goodfellas, I hope.
Goodfellas.
Yes.
Awesome.
And
That's with Ray Liotta, right?
yeah, that's probably my favorite mob movie.
Yeah, the scene where he's just laughing.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like,
And you know what? Even though it's not a mob movie, it's called Glengarry Glen Ross. It's got a great cast: Kevin Spacey, Al Pacino, Alec Baldwin, Jack Lemmon. Wow. It's not a mob movie, but it's got such the very tough guys. You know, greatly acted, great movie. I recommend that. So, yeah, favorite movies of all time, Kumasi.
The Wizard of Oz original.
We go from Goodfellas to
Yeah.
Wizard of Oz. Okay.
Every Harry Potter film.
All right.
Specifically starting with number 3 though, up to the last one.
That's Prisoner of Azkaban, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Cool.
Genius film. That would have to be a whole different show as well. And then but like as far as like maybe TV shows.
Okay.
Stranger Things. I love every show on the CW. I love Arrow, The Flash, Supernatural, etc. And yeah, Star Wars.
Of course.
How could I forget?
Do you like the originals or the prequels or the new ones?
I love all of them.
You love all of them.
People give a lot of smack to the prequel
Yeah.
trilogy, and I think that they served their purpose. You know, don't worry about what Christian Haydenson did or whatever his name is.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
the worst, in my opinion, the worst actor ever born. But whatever.
I think he just needed to learn how to act because people
sucks.
wouldn't
He's so
believe
bad.
it's to take those classes and get the knowledge on how to act is actually very valuable.
You would have been a good Anakin, I think. I could see that.
Funny.
If they
All
ever-
of my family says that to me.
Really?
Yeah.
If they ever redo it, go to Disney, find out if you can get a part because you'd be a good Anakin, I think.
Thank you. Wow.
Talk about
That's
the
heavy.
sand.
Stop. That's the scene that everyone gets at him for.
What?
The sand scene when he's like, "Oh, I hate the beach. Sand gets everywhere."
I didn't see that scene. I
Yeah,
don't know
in
that scene.
Attack of the Clones.
I put that out of my memory.
What people don't understand about that scene is it's supposed to be like, okay, this this little small trouble, we're gonna focus on this for a second because we have this galactic battle going on, right? We're gonna focus on something smaller for a moment so we can just get away from it all with each
Right.
other. If he had been a better actor, that would have come across, but
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's not, and
How do you
it's
say
up.
explorers, sand, it gets everywhere? How do you how do you say that? Like, I'm not
I
sure if
don't-
DiCaprio can pull it off either.
That was just terrible. Xavier, favorite movies of all time?
Damn, there's a lot.
Top three.
Top three.
Yeah.
Stand by Me.
Nice. Good one.
Damn. Okay, Goodfellas. All the
Nice.
Spider-Man movies except the new ones. Homecoming.
Yeah.
Homecoming.
I was
is
about
the-
to say.
yeah, it's the best, I think. My opinion.
And, God, there's so many. The Dark Knight.
Nice.
Oh,
And Warriors.
The Warriors. Nice. Got a little old school right there. That's cool.
Yeah, the Warriors.
All right, cool. And lastly, Kevin, favorite movies, top three.
Oh my god, that's like the most difficult question.
right.
Whatever
I
comes to
primarily
mind.
have no favorite. Like it's all over the place.
They're all your babies.
Oh my god! Like I just love the feel of every movie. Like every movie I see, I put myself into that movie,
Cool.
and I feel like I experience everything in that movie as the actor is experiencing it, whatever the main character is, whatever the protagonist is,
Okay.
Beautiful thing.
the antagonist. I experience on both sides.
Like, what's a movie that like hit you hard? Like it impacted you in a profound way.
I'm crying.
What did you say? Cocoon?
I'm going to have to go with the most recent one. He actually mentioned Homecoming, Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love the cinematography. The lighting of it was amazing.
And it was
Yeah.
very.
Yeah.
It was funny too. Great action. Great acting.
And a fresher breath air.
The what?
A fresher breath air.
Yeah. After the Andrew Garfields. Yeah, that's true. All right, guys. Well, that about sums it up. Real quick, what do you? And we're back, guys. Welcome to Unger the Radar. I'm your host, Randy Unger. And this is our film review segment, Everyone's a Critic. And I want to welcome to my left is Mr. John Bartnick. Hello, sir.
Hello.
How are you?
Happy old year.
Oh, thank you. Likewise.
This year can't get any older than today. I feel like we should show some
Just saying.
And Miss Megan Collier?
Collier.
Collier. Okay.
Everybody says it wrong.
It sounds way fancier, Collier.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So how are you guys today?
I'm
Good.
mediocre.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mediocre's better than terrible.
It's better than most days.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is your first time on the show.
Yeah. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, I know
Super
you
excited.
accompanied your friend C.J. Oakland a few months.
CJ and Vincent Bonfanti
Yes.
from Eternal Line. Yeah.
Good gentlemen. Good gentlemen.
Yeah.
So
They don't hate me yet, so you know, that's good. That's good.
well, you haven't reviewed any of their movies yet.
That's
That's
also
true.
true.
That's true. I'm
Very
trying
true.
to get the rights to do that, and they won't do them. Smart.
Any day. In a few weeks, we'll have one of his movies on here.
Yeah.
So we've got an interesting group of movies today.
Oh yes,
Yes.
we do.
We're all very
We
different
do.
from each other.
We've got our 3 standard movies. Yeah, they're weird. First one we're going to talk about is called Crazy Famous, which is about a young guy who wants nothing more in this world than to be recognized, to be famous.
Yeah.
So he does so by doing crazy things. The first scene is him jumping over the fence at Camp David to try and surprise, I think it was Obama at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
supposedly, at the time it would have been Obama.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
it takes place when, Bin Laden was killed. and
Right.
stuff. So it would have been Obama.
And
So-
what's weird is he does it in his underwear
Right.
with a trampoline. And I thought that was so weird. I'm like,
Yeah, but-
typically most movies would do that where it's a full frontal just for shock value.
Firstly, if he was at Camp David,
Yeah.
he would not have gotten as far as he did
No,
to begin
no.
with. He would never have jumped the fence.
So basically, yeah. So he's arrested by the security guys in the Secret Service, and then we find out Obama wasn't even there.
Yeah, he wasn't
Yeah,
that's
there
the
when it
funniest
happened,
part.
which is probably why he got so far. They probably just wanted to see what was going to happen there.
I relate
Probably.
to that movie on like a personal level. Like that's kind of like my life. It just didn't matter.
Nothing matters.
But anyway, this lands him into a mental institution
Yeah.
where he meets a group of other weirdos, or not so weird.
Well, he's in a mental institution, so maybe
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
normal.
Maybe they are.
We don't know.
We don't really know. But
Yeah. I don't know how to describe that.
it's kind of a weird cuckoo's nest type
Yeah.
of
They're
person.
what kind of people you see on the street anyway.
Yeah,
Like,
they
you
were.
pass them
You're
every
your
day.
average
They were
New York
pretty
City
normal.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. But anyway, he makes friends with some of these inmates, and eventually they come up with a plan to try and assassinate Osama bin Laden, even though he's already been killed. But they don't.
Supposedly,
Supposedly
They don't
been killed,
believe
yeah.
that he's dead, really.
Smith,
Yeah.
who is the
secret agent.
Is he British? I don't even know if he's really British.
Well, we
he's
don't know if
British,
he's
but
really British.
he's an American
He says he
agent.
bleeds red, white, and blue, but he
Yes.
has a British
He's
accent.
British,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah, and he believes Osama bin Laden is not really dead,
Right.
It made
and he
about-
knows where to find him in upstate New York.
Yeah.
It made
So-
about as much sense as Sean Connery playing James Bond, like a thick Scottish accent. You know, yeah, I'm English. So, you know, I'm
Hey, it
okay
worked.
with
I
it.
think it worked. I think.
Oh no, yeah, no.
But this movie is just. I don't know. I was not a fan. John.
This was the movie I was looking forward to, and I was wrong. I was so
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
Like you figure that if they were going to have this whole idea of like a person who's supposedly a secret agent but he's crazy,
Yeah.
you leave the reveal that he's actually a secret agent till the end.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh crap, this guy's actually in the government and he's fighting a
Yeah,
conspiracy.
he's not a total loon.
They delivered that first 15 minutes,
Yeah.
and the whole movie just dragged.
Yeah. Even though it was kind of short, it was like under an hour and a half. I think.
It was like 76 minutes.
It was
I believe.
short.
It
yeah.
was super
but it
short.
did drag, and
And it was way too long for that.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually my favorite out of the three. it was more upbeat, a little more. I feel like it was a little more realistic.
It's not bad. It's just something about
Although
it
I
is
did
off.
not love the ending, and I did not love the main character's realization of just that he was just crazy, because it seemed to happen within 5 minutes of like, oh wait, no, I am crazy.
Yeah.
That's not normal.
And they kind of just threw in that romantic love interest for.
I
For
thought she was-
5 seconds in the
Yeah.
I
movie.
thought she was going to be a main character. She's the
She was
most
in the
interesting character.
She's there for 2 minutes in the beginning and 2 more minutes in the end.
Yeah, and she's just like, oh, I'm here because I'm crazy about being crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, that's interesting. I
Yeah.
want to know more about this chick, and they leave her.
That was wasted.
I was
Wasted
like, all
opportunity.
right. So, I mean, the whole movie is like, like you said, it's not bad,
Yeah.
but also it's not good. So I feel
Yeah.
that's more
Leads
damning
you-
than
it being bad.
You'd
or
rather it
good.
be one or the other.
Yeah.
It also leaves you believing that they're just continually going to go on missions for the rest of the time there, because at the end they decide they're going to go find Elvis.
That's a good
Yeah.
series idea.
So-
This could be a series.
Yeah.
Don't.
It's going to be a series of
doing?
missions going to find people who are already dead.
They might hear this.
Like,
They
call
might hear
me
it.
crazy.
Yeah, I'll keep watching it. I'm good.
I will not. Don't make more.
I might. If Impractical Jokers is on instead, I might watch that.
Yeah.
So,
The cooking shows, I'll watch that. You know.
and another,
That's your porn.
Yeah.
we're gonna get to that. Another random thing about this movie, AJ Naidu, he plays.
Oh, yeah,
the
he's in a lot of stuff.
He was in Office Space.
Mhm.
Yeah,
as
yeah.
the,
He was smart in Office Space.
Yeah, that was so random.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't seen him since Office Space.
He does a lot of little things. Like, he's
Little
been on
things.
a lot of TV shows as, like, the side character and
He's
stuff
very
like that.
funny.
He's good, yeah.
But
He was okay. Once again, in it
Yeah.
way too short.
yeah.
You know.
So, final thoughts on Crazy Famous, John?
I mean, pass unless you're drunk and alone.
Yeah.
If you're not doing anything tonight and you're lonely and you don't have a date and you can't afford to get to the bar down the block, see it.
All right, that's a good endorsement, Megan.
I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah, I know you
watched-
did.
Yeah, I'd watch it again. It's
You
just-
would watch
wrong.
it.
I would, yeah.
What do you think of the main character, by the actor Gregory Lay? John.
He was. I feel like he was convincing in his role. He was good.
He was
I liked
decent.
him. Yeah.
I've never seen him before. And
Yeah, neither did I. Even IMDb'd him. I was
felt-
trying to find him. Like, he looks familiar, but no.
was he in anything else?
Nothing that I
Not
really heard of.
Well, that's the
no.
problem with the whole cast is everyone in the cast looks like
somebody
someone
else.
you remember,
Right.
but it's not them.
Right.
And they don't do as good of a job as they would.
That's true.
Smith looks like Doc from Star Trek.
Yeah.
The new Star Trek movies.
Wait, which time? Oh.
From the new Star Trek
Yeah,
movies.
what's his name?
I don't
know. Anyway,
no clue.
okay movie.
Yeah, I mean-
I wouldn't say skip it 100%. Just don't.
Yeah, if you're
out of
honestly
your
though,
way to
if
see
you're
it.
bored, I feel like you should see every movie.
Yeah.
That's my thing. Is like
Yeah.
see every movie. It's an experience, no matter how bad it is.
Okay.
But I mean, if you're bored on the weekend, you know, like you don't have anything to do, your Netflix is canceled or
If
something.
you've got
watch
80,
it.
80 minutes to kill, just
Yeah,
yeah.
you know.
Agreed.
Give us your opinions. You
Right.
know, like that's always my thing. Like, don't take my opinion. Go see it. Form
Nice.
your own opinion.
Cool. All right, so next up in our list is a quirky one. This is a fun
Yeah,
one.
this is my favorite.
Yeah.
This is my favorite.
It's called Future 38, and it takes place. It starts out in 1938, and it's about was he CIA or some kind of
It
government
was
agent?
like
They
a-
don't really tell you.
They don't
tell
You
you.
just know he's some sort of military.
Right, some military
that's it.
agent.
Yeah, he
secret
has no
agent.
connections. He has no family, no friends.
I think
yada,
it's
yada, yada.
assumed that it's either FBI or CIA. Or,
Yeah.
But
Anyway, they find a way to transport him through time, 80 years to 2018, to stop a terrorist plot involving a new kind of bomb.
made
And
of Formica. Okay.
Formica, yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, no, they send him into the future to
Future.
gather the Formica to stop World War II.
yeah, this
So-
was
It's
yeah.
Formica.
Formica.
It's they make tables.
Yes. Yet this movie was
Maybe
made.
they're going to throw IKEA out the door. I don't know.
Well, if they get rid of IKEA, I'm good with that. But
Yeah.
So this was an odd one. I kind of liked it a lot. It was fun.
I enjoyed it. It was like here's the thing, like they had $75 worth of budget. They spent $50 on it on Neil deGrasse Tyson.
yeah, Neil deGrasse Tyson, for absolutely no reason, is
Who
in the first 4
introduces
minutes
the
of
movie
the
at the
movie.
beginning?
Yeah, and I was waiting for him at the end, and I sat there watching the credits. That's my only complaint
He
about
says
it.
they got time travel right in that movie. No, they absolutely did not. They placed him on 2 industrial-sized fans and zapped him into the future.
Money
With a metal suit.
Money talks.
With,
Yeah.
This,
With a suit that they pull out that
Foil.
looks like it wouldn't fit my 7-year-old son.
yeah. It was fun.
It was revealing, yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mean, that's also very, like, throwback to the original Star Trek, where it was a very simplistic science fiction, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I love, like, it's not so much I love the movie, I love, like, the practicality of it. Like, oh, they'll just use a flat screen, and it's an old-school rotary phone, but it's also, you
Yeah.
know, FaceTime.
It's kind of like a goofy, like a retro feel.
Yeah.
Like, this is how.
This is
people
how
from
we
the
think
30s,
it's going
exactly.
to be,
That-
but we got it wrong. This, which I really enjoyed
too.
because it had a very like old school monster movie feel,
Right.
like those horrible B monster movies, but it had no monsters.
Right.
See, and I love, like, the concept of, like, when you look back in, like, the 1950s and you're like, oh, this is what 2000's gonna look like, and it's, like, flying cars, and
The World's
it looks
Fair.
like Earth 2 from Flash.
Yeah.
Like, I love it. And then
Yeah.
I watched this movie, I was like, sucks. This is horrible.
Oh, you didn't like it?
No.
Why
Absolutely
did,
not.
what was it? It was.
Well, it's a little annoying that they don't assume that the language and slang is ever going to change.
Right.
So everybody kind of talks
Sound
like
like
a
they're from
30s
the 30s,
mobster.
right?
In
I like
2018,
that. I like that aspect of it.
everybody kind of sounds like Mae West.
Yeah.
Like, it's a little...
I hear that. That's that tone of voice. See?
Yeah.
You know.
Like, and they get the
Catch you on the
concept
flip
of
side.
flat screens,
Oh.
but not that a cell phone could just call people. That you still need an operator.
I love the operator cell phone with the earpiece.
Yeah.
It's like, who you're dialing? I loved it. I laughed so
And
hard.
obviously, like, their future reality doesn't take place in our reality because they talk about, like, the Brooklyn Dodgers and stuff. They left Brooklyn in 1955. Like,
It's a warped view.
Yeah.
And you know, speaking of the operator, do you know who that actress was?
No.
Sean Young.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't know that until I researched the movie a little.
See, well, funny enough, when you sent us the list of movies that we were reviewing, I
Yeah.
immediately went to YouTube and like, oh, this looks fun. Oh, this looks fun. I'm going to save the crazy movie for my birthday. That was wrong. It ruined my birthday. But this one I was so excited to see because I love old school bad movies.
Yes.
And what's interesting is the description for lots of websites was completely wrong. The description was that they send a director from 1938 to 2017 and films a movie about the future without showing him any
Yeah,
technology.
that's how you described it to
What
me.
movie
and I
is
watched
that?
and
That's
I'm
not this.
that's
And I'm
not
like,
this
that
movie.
would have been a good movie too. So
Yeah.
copyright. Like I'm going to make that movie now.
Offer that one synopsis.
Yeah.
I love it.
But either way, I was shocked that it was a different movie altogether compared to the IMDb page, but not IMDb.
Okay.
The poor man's IMDb.
Right. Or if you just Google a movie, it'll just pop up.
Yeah,
The synopsis will pop up.
exactly. So, but I enjoyed it. The acting was corny and hokey.
Yeah.
But just enough to where it was a throwback.
I like Betty Gilpin. It's the main.
Okay.
She was good. She had that tone it down with the 30s talk and the
Which would
slang.
have been great if it only took place in 1938.
I think that would have been a cool idea too.
And also, they only have 1938 prices.
Or have
in
people-
2018.
I would appreciate that being
That'd be
about
great.
to
But
be
they
2018.
they clearly don't understand inflation.
Or someone from 2018
They
going to
didn't.
1938.
Yeah, you go to 1938 with $20, you're like a millionaire.
There you
but
go.
Well, I mean, depression happened back then. They obviously did not understand anything about money. So, I mean, I'm not going to be like, oh, damn this movie.
That was a whole. We could get into that.
Plus,
but politics is a whole
You
different
would have
show.
been drafted too. That would suck.
Yeah.
Not me. I'm way too fat.
Okay. Damn you.
I'd be the cook. I'd be safe.
Yes. So, what do you think of the acting from Nick Westray? He's the lead.
He was decent. He served
Yeah.
this part. Like I said, I feel like everyone in this movie was just good enough, but not too hokey.
Yeah.
But also not too bad.
Right.
Like it's a pass for me. This whole movie. Like my actual review, I wrote down as a note is like, oh, this is cute. And I wrote it down on a piece of paper, and that was my whole review.
There are some stuff in it that's kind of cute. Like, they talk about McDonald's as, like, a quaint little Irish place to go to.
Yeah.
Like, that kind of stuff was cute.
It's clever, yeah. The script was good. It actually kind of reminded me a little bit of Pleasantville.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it did have a Pleasantville
And in
vibe.
a way, also elements of Blast from the Past. You know that
Yes,
movie?
yes.
The Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
So good. So yeah, I love that retro feel. And we don't get that enough these days, unfortunately. And
Yeah, I mean,
think
I
this is-
love anything that's retro, and I also am really big into steampunk, so that's might be why I kind of gravitate
Yeah.
to this movie a bit more, because it kind of straddled that line of, like, futuristic steampunk type.
nice. I didn't even think of the steampunk element, that comparison. It's very good.
And I also love that one shot where he's just looking around the city that's in now 2017, and he's literally just going in a circle. The camera's just circling one block,
Right.
and they just keep on using it to where
That's a
it
very
almost stopped being
1930s
funny.
thing
Yeah.
where the scenery just keeps going around
Yeah.
and around.
It was perfect.
Also, that they took certain buildings in Manhattan and like it was something else. Like you see the UN, but they called it something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was cute. It was funny. I'm curious to see what they could have done more with it. Expand upon that.
I'm
whole-
good. I think
Yeah.
it should have ended where it ended, and that's it. I'm good. I don't need anything else.
So, final thoughts. Future 38, John.
I would see it.
Yeah.
I wholeheartedly like if you like old throwback movies and any B science fiction movies or just kind of funny movies that don't push it too far.
Yeah.
See it.
It's just a fun ride. Really.
Yeah, it was
It's
just
innocent.
like I said, I enjoyed this movie the most out of the three.
Nice.
So
Okay.
I did not enjoy it. I also felt like the ending was super predictable.
Yeah.
Like, who didn't really see that coming?
Yeah. Well.
You know,
I didn't.
you didn't know that was
Yeah,
good.
up until literally up until like 10 minutes before, I'm like, oh crap, I'm dumb. I'll give you that. Like,
I caught it not too far into the movie.
Yeah.
It was like,
Yeah,
all right.
well,
Oh
ridiculous.
yeah, and by the way, the kid sees dead people the whole time.
yeah, fair enough.
Gotcha. All right, guys. So our final film today is called England Is Mine, and it is about it's the biopic of Stephen Patrick Morrissey, who forms the band The Smiths in 1970s England. This is my favorite of the bunch, and I thought it was well acted. It was a strong, powerful story, and yeah, I don't know. What did you guys think of this, John? Or Megan?
Megan, why don't you
Okay,
go
well, I
first?
agree that it's
Uh-oh.
well acted because I hated him the whole time.
You hated him the whole time.
The
I hated
entire
him
time.
a little bit.
I have never wanted a main character to kill themselves more. He's just a miserable bastard the whole movie.
Yeah, he's not.
Let's start the movie with an ocean. Let's put it in the middle. Let's end it with an ocean.
Okay.
If England is his, that's why it's so dreary.
Wasn't that? It's a lyric, right? England is mine.
I have no idea. I don't have enough interest in that
If
movie.
it
to
was,
care.
they didn't convey that properly.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah,
All right, Megan,
It
not a
was
fan. Okay.
so bad.
All right, John.
Well, when I watched it, let's put this in perspective. I always, as a kid, wondered why movie reviewers like Siskel and Ebert and all those people were always so angry. Like, you're reviewing movies for a living, be happy. And then I watched this. I did not wonder anymore. Like, I knew why people were angry. Like, so much so that I had to pause it.
Uh-oh.
And I made a list of things I'd rather not do.
Yeah, you would rather do it.
I'd rather do these things than watch this movie again. Have an hour-long live conversation with Facebook about religion and politics. Have my genitalia be in the middle of a high five between Freddy Krueger and Edward Scissorhands.
Ouch.
Rewatch Batman v Superman with Wonder Woman edited out. And the last one, and most importantly, I feel, is send my 16-year-old self to a Kevin Spacey party.
No. Hey.
Twice.
Oh.
This movie was so bad. There's
Really?
no one in this movie was likable. And
No, there was
damn
one
this
person
movie.
I liked in the movie, and then they killed her.
Well, just right off the bat, damn this movie
No
for
spoilers,
making
by
me look stuff up.
Nobody's gonna see it. It's
Because
all right.
apparently it's a biopic. I did not know that to going in.
Right.
I thought it was just. I was like, oh, okay, it's a punk rock, fictional movie.
Yeah.
Maybe Almost Famous like.
Yeah,
You know?
ish. Yeah.
No, it's a biopic, and apparently the biopic got everything wrong.
Mm.
Because they imply that he's on the spectrum of autism, which is not true.
That's what I thought for most of the movie. I'm like, maybe he has some sort of like
Illness.
Asperger's
Yeah,
or something because
something.
he's extremely
Yeah.
socially awkward.
For the
Right,
first
right.
So
25 minutes, I was like,
and I was like, oh no, wait, he's just a miserable
Yeah.
person.
And then by the 45-minute mark, I'm like, okay, this is starting to get really good. This is about a serial killer because I didn't do no research before the movie.
It did have that
I'm
feel.
like, okay, this is going to get really good. Everyone's dead. This is why England is his, and I fully support this. What a payoff!
Oh my gosh.
And then he goes to a Sex Pistols concert. I'm like, oh, he's not a serial killer.
Doesn't even crack a smile.
Right.
He's at a Sex Pistols concert. How are you not happy about that?
We just said the name Sex Pistols and you smiled. Like,
Yeah.
how do you not be happy about anything? Like, you have like 3 beautiful women that are interested in you, and you are miserable. I grew up a fat kid. You appreciate that. Like, if I see that actor, I'm going to grab him and just slap him.
His name is Jack Lowden, by the way. Just
I
so
don't
you
want to know that.
Okay. Just so you know, so you could steer clear of him if you ever hear his name coming.
Well, I don't have to with his acting.
You know, there's a scene where like he's miserable and sad and all this kind of stuff.
That's
His
the whole
mother
movie.
makes him go to the doctor because he's so depressed. He walks out of the room and grabs the pills. I'm like, oh god, I hope he ODs.
Like,
I
oh, it's
just-
going to get interesting.
Yeah.
So you didn't think the acting was good?
No, I said
No.
the acting is good because I hate him the whole movie.
Okay.
Was that him acting, though? We don't know.
There's
That's a good
one
question.
person in the movie that kind of makes him feel good about himself, and then she leaves.
Yeah, the punk
The
rock
artist?
arty chick.
Yeah.
Yeah, Linda, I think her name was in the movie. It's
This movie was so bad, I didn't realize one of the main characters died. You had to tell me. I'm like, she did not. I'm like, she did not die. When did they say this? Well, you go
she's
to the
the
hospital.
only one in the movie that like gives him a reality check. Like the only one that tries to straighten his ass out, and
He is a very dislikable
He's gone.
character.
Apparently, this movie won 4 awards. 4
Did it?
from different
did it?
people.
You didn't even know that.
Like, who gave this movie an award?
I like the screenplay.
I'm sorry, it's your show. I'm sorry.
No,
We're off on a tangent.
Even though he's a very dislikable character, the performance was strong. That's for sure. And everyone else in the movie gave it their all. And I mean, the direction was okay. I thought the screenplay might have been, coupled with Jack London's acting, were the strongest elements. But apparently, you guys disagree.
Well, obviously,
A little bit.
we need the screenplay, but usually screenplays are much different than the movie,
Yeah.
than the actual finished film.
Like, the people
But-
who are actually the people in real life have spoken out about this movie at great lengths, where they hate it. Nothing's right.
Because it's factually inaccurate.
It's completely factually inaccurate.
Right, okay.
And even if
That's a
I take
good
it as a
reason.
fictional movie, it is boring.
He
Yeah.
also never really has an original thought.
No.
Everything in his inner monologue is a quote from somebody else.
I'm a dad, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, wow, this whole movie is this guy's dad dragging him through the movie. Like, he doesn't want, I want to sing. All right, well, I won't sing in front of anyone. Okay, well, I want to be famous, and everyone he meets just drags him through the whole movie.
Interesting.
Until he's in his room, in his bed for 7 weeks because his bandmate got picked to play guitar in another band and he didn't.
I
Boo-hoo.
don't
Exactly!
Yeah.
Right.
Fuck up, dude.
He's not a likable character at all.
And what's worse is the ending.
Mm-hmm.
There was no ending.
Yeah.
They forgot the ending.
It was him
I
at
will fund a better ending.
it was him at a doorway. You could see his silhouette through the window.
Was that him?
I think that was him, yeah.
It could have been a lumberjack female.
Yeah. Could have been anybody.
It ends on someone walking to a door and ringing the bell, and it ends and it transitions to water again.
Yeah.
Like this movie has some weird obsession with beaches, and just
Right.
like you said,
And it's in
England
England.
doesn't have good
Your
beaches.
beaches aren't that nice.
Yeah, they're ugly.
Calm down.
All right, guys. So, final thoughts on this one? Do we even
Do
have
we
to
need
ask?
a
I don't
final
even think we
thought?
need final
I
thoughts.
thought I
Just
covered it
no.
with the
I think
genitalia
you
high
did
five. Yeah.
The Edward Scissorhands, Freddy Krueger
Yeah.
image. burned
My
in my
final
heart.
thought is no.
No. Okay. Well,
Just no.
I liked it.
But we have three varying opinions on
Yeah.
each movie, so I mean that's always good, you know.
So, guys, we have a few minutes left.
Okay.
What are you guys looking forward to seeing in theaters, John?
Oh Lord, Avengers: Infinity War.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, I feel kind of wasted. You asked the rappers about comic books. As you said Joker, and that was a great answer. I'm like, what am I going to talk about? I don't know. I have no meaning now.
Well, real quick, favorite Joker?
Favorite Mark Hamill.
Oh.
He's had the most range because
Thanks, guys.
he's had the most range because he's been able to play Jack Nicholson to Heath Ledger and to even Jared Leto.
Right.
You know, he is the Joker for me, just like Kevin Conroy is the Batman.
Can you imagine him wearing white makeup and
Oh,
a
yeah.
purple suit?
Yeah.
Well, he played the trickster on Flash, which
That's
is basically
the
the
Joker.
Very
so
good point. Very good point. On the
he even
90s,
used the same voice.
was that was the 90s? Did he do that for the new Flash too?
The new Flash,
He
yeah.
did?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was on the new one.
Yeah.
For
That's awesome.
season 2, I think.
Nice.
Yes, I believe. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Cool. All right. What are you looking for, Megan?
Black Panther.
Nice.
I'm
All right.
really excited about Black Panther.
It's
I
a
can't
very
wait to see that.
Avengers-centric.
I'm a Marvel
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
I have a question. What's your favorite movie
Of all
all
time.
time?
Well, for sentimental reasons.
Is it England is Mine?
No, that's number 2.
I was about to walk.
That's number 2.
Well, I mean, I guess when people ask that, it's a toss up between Ghostbusters 2 and maybe Back to the Future 2. I like sequels,
Okay.
Clearly.
but as a whole, Ghostbusters and Back to the Future, the
Okay,
franchises hold up as like two great movies, you know.
Oh yeah,
So
definitely. I love Ghostbusters 2 and Back to the Future too.
yeah, they're
so.
fun, just
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, they're good movies.
They're what a movie should do is entertain and take you on a fun adventure. So,
Yeah.
it's a little corny, but it's true.
Oh, yeah.
That's how you can tell how old we are.
Yes.
All my
Yeah.
favorite movies are 80s.
Well, my favorite movie fluctuates between Conan the Barbarian with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Avengers. So
Well, my favorite movie of all time is A Few Good Men.
Oh,
So.
awesome. Aaron
Yeah.
Sorkin.
Yeah, great movie.
That's a classic. Great cast, too.
Yeah. It's okay. It's weird, eclectic, because my second favorite movie is like Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
So different.
Yeah. Billy Madison.
Was A
That's
Few
in
Good
there,
Men,
too.
was that Rob Reiner or Carl Reiner?
I think it was Rob Reiner.
Rob Reiner.
Yeah.
He did that like right after When Harry Met Sally, I think.
Yeah, something like that,
Something-
yeah.
Same.
This is when Tom Cruise was still good.
Early 90s,
Yeah.
20s.
And Demi Moore mattered, you know.
When she
So-
mattered.
you can't ask me these complicated questions. I review porn on YouTube.
That's true.
So you can't really.
Oh yeah, plug that. Plug the YouTube.
I do a show called Plot Holes, where we take porn and we edit out all the porn and review it as a movie. So there's
Quite
that.
interesting because they're always bad. But the actual
The actual
channel
channel
is Nerda Sutra.
Yes.
There's also a show on there which I'm a part of, Master Debaters, where we take movies that are either really hated or really loved and debate whether they're good movies or not.
Right.
Our first episode was E.T. He hates it.
Oh god, what a piece of
And
crap.
our second episode coming up is Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is
he
way better
likes
than Batman v
and
Superman.
I passionately do not like.
Bat nipples wins the day.
No,
He doesn't
they
need
never
them.
do.
He
If
wears-
you see a bat with
Look,
hard
he's in
nipples,
it. He's in it now. You
I
got
have a
He
question.
wears a T-shirt underneath. He doesn't need nipples on the outside.
That's fine, but I have a
are
question.
necessary
If
on
you're
our
robbing a bank in Gotham and you see a man dressed up as a bat running with hard nipples at you, you're going to drop that money and take off.
They're just like little kisses, like Hershey kisses.
And that's why they don't
Well, not
go
everyone
there.
can
They're
have
like-
silver dollar pancake nipples. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, with that, guys, we're going to wrap up. I want to thank you guys, John Bartnick and Megan
Thank you
Collier, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Thank you.
so much. Please come back again.
As long as you keep it nerdy and dirty.
Oh, I will.
All right.
So, guys, that about wraps it up. And next week, I will be having fellow critics Dan Quenqua, Adam Smilowitz, and Chris Clementi. We will be finally reviewing Star Wars The Last Jedi. I know we're a little behind, but we'll also be reviewing Surge of Power 1 and 2, and we will give our top 10 favorite movies of 2017. So I want to thank everyone for watching today. I want to wish everyone a very happy new year, and we'll see you again in 2018. Thanks.
Bye.
Thank you.